Hi all, and welcome back to your channel. So I'm at Goodison Park again. I've had loads of requests to do more of Goodison Park, so I'm going to try and get done one a week done. Obviously it won't be the same thing because it'll just get boring. It won't be worth doing it once a week because nothing's changing at Goodison Park until it starts getting knocked down. But I'm going to start doing little features, and today's feature is my starting 11 of Everton Football Club. So my best starting 11. Now I'm going to base mine on from when I started watching football, which was around 1985, 1986. I remember the 1986 FA Cup final, Liverpool v Everton. Liverpool were the best teams in the country then, that year. And I was 9 years old, and it really got me into football. Just the buzz that was around the city at the time. So I'm going to base mine from around that season till now. Okay, and I'm going to pick my best 11 in each position. It was going to be a top 10, but when I started having a look at the top 10, it was mainly strikers I was picking. So I thought the only way to make it fair and get defenders and stuff in there was to make it a starting 11. So each position is covered. So I'm going to do a 4-3-3. 4 defenders, 3 midfield, 3 attackers. Okay. But I am going to start with, now I've done this a couple of times now at Everton. Now this is not doing my OCD any good, this. That little piece there, should that not be connected, well, lined up with the other piece? So that, like, that first stripe going around the roof, should that be connected to the other stripe? Or is that a design fault, or is it just me? I don't know. But yeah, it's not doing me OCD any good anyway. So I'm going to start off now. So I'm going to have a fly round, and I'm going to give me starting 11. I'm not going to give many stats because some of these players that I've picked have only played the season, but I think that where they've been in there. So stat wise, I might leave that alone. Okay, so goalkeeper, and this is a no-brainer for me, and I hope it's a no-brainer for everyone else, even Evertonians. I'm picking Neville Southall for a simple reason. I wish he played for Liverpool. Do I think he's better than Bruce Grobbelaar? Slightly better, yeah. At the time, I thought he was one of the best, probably the best goalkeeper in the world. So yeah. My number 1 is Neville Southall, and that was the easiest pick out of them all. Left back, this is hard because I'm going to get a lot of people not agreeing with me on these decisions, but it's from my point of view, and if I'm basing it on anything, I'm basing it on I wish these players had played for Liverpool. So my left back is going to be Leighton Baines. Okay. For a simple reason, I think he's a fantastic player over a long period of time as well. Great servant to Everton. I'll just get around and have a look at the main stand sides. Right, 2 centre backs. I've gone for Kevin Ratcliffe, because from what I can remember of him, which is very little that I can remember, but what I can remember, he was a brilliant player. I remember him being captain at Everton at one point. And I think he's only a young age when he was captain. So yeah, Kevin Ratcliffe is my first centre back. My second centre back, this is hard because there's been a lot. I've gone for Dave Watson. I just think that era when Everton were just flying, he was one of the main men in that team, again with Kevin Ratcliffe. So centre back wise, I don't think you've really replaced them. Okay, and right back, again another tough choice because there's been a few, but I'm going for Seamus Coleman, and he's the only one on this list who's still playing today. He is, well, for his price, you know, what he cost, £60,000. He's been an amazing player. in today's money, you know. In his prime, you're talking, you know, you could turn that into £60 million easy. Midfielders, now this was a hard one for midfielders because there's so many of them. Let's get round and have a look at this corner. So my first midfielder I'm going to go for, because in the 90s I thought he was just an outstanding player, and he was a great buy from a great club at the time, and that's Andrei Kanchelskis. So jealous that Everton got him. What a player, what a buy he was. And again, it was a time when Everton were going through a really bad time. But again, from what I can remember, like I'm a Liverpool fan, so I'm going off memories of when I did watch Everton time, you know. I remember Everton used to just hoof the ball to him or get the ball to him and just tell him to run. He was like Forrest Gump, you know what I mean? But once he had the ball, it was hard to get it off him, and he done a lot of damage with his running. Second midfielder is going to be Tim Cahill. For the size, thought he was a great player, great header of the ball, could strike a ball with his feet, you know. He was just a great all-rounder. I can't remember having a bad game every time I watched him. So yeah, Tim Cahill's on there. I'm hoping Everton fans are agreeing with this, by the way. Right, next midfielder. He could have been put in the strikers list as well, this one. Only because I was gutted when he left Liverpool. I don't think he should have left. I don't think Liverpool should have sold him, especially to a rival like Everton, and that's Peter Beardsley. From a Liverpool fan, he's a club of legends, and I suppose he's a club of legends at Everton as well, because you know, his form didn't drop. He was arguably just as good at Everton. So yeah, Peter Beardsley's in there. I'm going to get right over the pitch here. I want to go from one end of the pitch to the other. I'm trying to get as much footage as Goodison and as different footage as Goodison as I can, but it's hard. So I'm moving on to my three strikers now. Maybe very unpopular opinion, because I've left a lot out that could easily be in here. So my first striker is Gary Lineker. Now I said I wasn't going to read out stats, but the stats on Gary Lineker, even though he's only there for one season, he scored 40 goals in that season. So it's hard not to have him in that team. And the stuff he done for England and Barcelona and Tottenham, you know, he was consistently good. But I'm going off Everton, and that one season he played, 40 goals is not to be sniffed at. I don't think as a player even beat that yet. I don't know. Someone let me know. Right, next player up front is Graham Sharp. Now, if any Evertonians doesn't have Graham Sharp in their starting 11, then I think you need to have a word with yourself, because I think, again, I was a kid, but I can remember how good he was. I remember how good he was in derbies, especially that 4-4. You know, I think I'm basing it mainly off that game, but he was a good player. And my last one, my number 11, or not number 11, but you know, my 11th pick is Duncan Ferguson. Now people might say, why Duncan Ferguson? From a Liverpool fan, every time you saw he was on a score sheet, you feared for your defenders, because you knew they were in for a torrid time. Even the hardest defenders in the Premier League hated playing against him. Ipia, you know, he was no slouch at getting stuck in. Neil Ruddock, they all hated playing against him. So just for his awkwardness, and he did score quite a lot of goals for Everton. Okay, he played a lot of games as well, but you know, he scored goals. But it's just his presence on the pitch. I think him being in the starting 11 that was where the goals start to the club. So yeah, and that's me 11. Now people are going to say, well, where's Wayne Rooney? Wayne Rooney, probably one of the best players in the world, but I think he has his best years at Man United, so I'm not going to put him in starting 11. He is on the bench. Okay, so my bench would be, that was a tough one goalkeeper wise. It was between Tim Howard and Nigel Martin. I've gone for Tim Howard. I just think he was a better goalie than Nigel Martin. I think he was more consistent. Who else would be on the bench? I've got to put Tony a bit on the bench, haven't I? I couldn't put him in starting 11. I just think there's better players than him. For longevity though, he is well, as a club legend as well. Yeah, he's got to be in there, hasn't he? So he's on the bench. Wayne Rooney's on the bench. Now this last player I'm going to put on the bench is for my own personal thanks to him, because this player gave me a trophy at school, and it wasn't even a sports trophy, it's for winning a quiz. But Alan Harper, he has to be on my bench just because I met him and he gave me a trophy. He was dead nice to me. So Alan Harper is on the bench as well. Okay, that's it. That's my 11. I'd be interested to hear everyone else's 11. So if you like this video, you know, it's a bit of fun. It's just to get footage of Goodison Park, but you know, have something a little bit different. So if you like it, please subscribe to the channel. Let me know what your 11 is. Let me know the ones you disagree with, who you'd have put in place of other players. But yeah, I say it's just a bit of fun. So yeah, just take it as that. I'll be doing more. I'm going to do the best Premier League players to play Goodison Park that didn't play for Everton. I'm going to do an all-time greatest 11. I'm going to put some research in now. So it'll be before I was born up until right now. So yeah, that's going to be a really interesting one. Who would pick for that one? Yeah, the greatest players to ever play Goodison Park as well, not just in the Premier League but ever. So yeah, watch out for them ones, and I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Okay, so thanks for watching the video. I will speak to you all soon. At the next one I'm going to get loads more of Goodison Park before it comes down. We haven't got long left now. Watch out for Bramley more videos. I'm obviously going to be doing Anfield. So yeah, I'll speak to you all soon. Thanks for watching, and I really look forward to these comments. Bye now.